Hey everybody, it's Brad at Dayport Brothers LLC out in Versailles, Ohio. Going to do another walk around video followed by an operational video on this little 1995 New Holland L250 skid steer that came in and we're putting up for sale. Like always, I'll walk around, I'll talk about the features and functions, I'll get up close to everything, I'll show you everything that I see, tell you everything that I know, then of course we'll fire it up, we'll run it through its paces, let you hear the engine, we'll show you those front pins. We'll lift the loader and dump the bucket. As always, if you are in the market for a used skid steer, a used piece of construction equipment, or a used piece of ag equipment, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Your likes and subscriptions help other people who are looking for equipment find our videos and find our machines, and we truly, truly do appreciate it. All right, like I said, this one is a 1995 New Holland L250 OROPS. Sticks and pedals, 600-pound lift capacity, and this one has the Onan Gas Engine. There are 18 horsepower, has 1,116 hours on a working tack, and honestly, this is a pretty nice little old machine. Here in a little bit, we'll fire it up. We'll show you these front pins up here. There's a little play, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing I wouldn't expect for a used machine of this vintage, but the hydraulics are nice and strong. And like I said, the condition of the machine itself is really pretty darn good. Front tire up here, looking at it, I'm gonna say we're probably at least 50% tread depth. These little tires don't start with super aggressive tread bars, but there's definitely some life left there in those tires, or this tire. Really no weather checking there to speak of, and it's kind of hard with the way the sun is right now to get a good look at that front rim, but that rim's in pretty good shape. Just typical, there's some paint chips here and there and little dings around the edge, but not awful. No salt or fertilizer rust or anything like that. It's just your typical little surface rust from where paint's chipped off here and there, just right around your edges. Like I said, just honestly a pretty darn nice little machine. Rear tire on this side, tread bars are wore down a little more on the back on this side than the front. I'm gonna say we're probably at like 25% tread depth here. I think I'm being very fair there. I don't know if you guys can see it. There is a little weather checking starting in here on the back. And then looking at the rim on this rear here, it matches up really well to the front rim on this side. Honestly, that yellow paint's pretty good for a 95 model machine, but there's some scratches and scuffs and a little bit of rust where paint's chipped off, nothing out of the ordinary there, but like I said, down here on the side, pretty darn good. Looking at the loader arm on this side, all the way down. It's nice and straight, no huge dents or dings, just typical scuffs, scratches, paint chips. That decal you can see is pretty scuffed up there, pretty heavy scuffs here. But nothing that looks like it's been cracked or welded or plated. Same thing here on this back corner, just typical scuffs and scratches. Coming around to the back side, that back engine enclosure door is honestly pretty straight. Just your typical paint chips, scuffs, scratches, small dent over here on this side, otherwise mostly just scuffs and scratches. Fairly straight here. We'll look at the ROPS in the operator station a little bit later. Again, on this side, same thing, just scuffs and scratches here down the side. Nothing major, no huge dents or dings there, just typical scuffs and scratches. Coming down, taking a look at the rear tire on this side. It's probably about the same as the front tire on the other side as far as tread depth goes. And again, really no weather checking to speak of. And then taking a little step back, looking at the rim on the rear on this side, again, pretty darn good. That yellow paint's still fairly bright. Just your typical, there's some paint chips around the outer edges and there's some chips in there, but for a 95 model machine, it is pretty good. And the front tire on this side is about the same as the rear tire on the other side. So the right front and left rear are about the same, and the left front and the right rear are about the same as far as tread depth goes. Not seeing much weather checking really on this tire, but the tread depth is about the same as that back left one. And taking a good look at the rim on this side, again, matches up pretty well, the same as the other 3 we've already looked at, maybe a little bit of a ding right here on this one, and the rest is just little paint chips, scuffs, scratches. And then again, looking in here at the side of the machine, the actual side of the frame, again, looks pretty decent, just your typical. There's some surface rust and paint chips here and there, but it's pretty darn good for a 95 model machine. It's nice and straight. No, like I said earlier, no like salt or fertilizer rust, anything like that. Cylinder down here looks good. Taking a look at the loader arm on this side, again, nice and straight. Doesn't look like anything's been cracked or welded, just scuffs, scratches. There's some scratches here in the paint, as you can see, and some scuffs. Same thing down here in the decal. Up here, everything looks pretty good. Nothing out of the ordinary down there. I don't see anything that looks like it's been busted or cracked or welded. Coming and taking a look at that bucket. That front bucket looks pretty well normal. No major dents or dings. Little bit of a bow right there at the bottom, out close to the cutting edge. Cutting edge is nice and straight though. Just kind of a, for lack of a better way of saying it, like a big dent right there. Otherwise, everything looks pretty darn square. We'll go around back, take a look inside the engine compartment. There's a little pin that goes in here. I've got that out already. All right, like I said, it is an Onan 18 horsepower gas engine. Try to get in here the best I can. Obviously you can't see a lot in these, not a lot to see, kind of hard to see down here, but you'll see here in a little bit. It starts up and runs good. We've already done the operational video. We actually did that yesterday, and I just didn't get the walk around done. You'll see at the end of the operational video, he starts to shut it off, and he had forgot to raise the loader and dump the bucket, so it sputters a little bit because he had started to shut it off before he saw me telling him, hey, raise the loader up. So you'll see that, but otherwise it does, starts up and runs good. Typical old gas engine. Got to let them warm up a little bit at first, but nothing looks out of the ordinary back here. Inside of that back door, everything looks pretty square there. Put that pin back in. Take a look at the operator station and the ROPS. Top of that ROPS is nice and straight. Nothing looks out of the ordinary there. Same thing on this side and this side. Nothing looks out of the ordinary here. Here where you step in, everything's pretty good. Still quite a bit of that grip tape. The pedals are in good shape down here. Again, pretty darn square for a 95 model machine. Seat is good. I don't see any cuts or tears there. I'll sit down in here, look at some other stuff. The drive stick on this side, everything's pretty darn good. Actually, all this rubber grip on this side's good. Same thing over here. Everything's good there. Throttle here. Seatbelt works, and the safety works for it. You got to have the seatbelt on to get it to start. As you can see down here, everything's nice and straight. Again, not all rusted up or anything like you'll see on a lot of them. Same thing down here on this side. Nothing looks like it's been cracked or welded up here on the back side where these cylinders come up. All right, like I said, this one's a 1995 New Holland L250. Lots of photos on our website. That's listed down below in the description. If you have any questions, comment down below. We'll try to answer it for you. We'll fire it up and get right into an operational video.